Alright guys, today we're going to do an install vid. What I got right here, this is the T-H Marine Troll Tamer. T-H Marine Troll Tamer is a sort of reinforced bracket holder for your trolling motor. As you know, I fish a lot on Okeechobee, and all those guys fish in big waters that get some big waves when you get some nasty wind and weather. What this is going to do is it's going to reinforce that bracket you got on your trolling motor, stop it from jostling around, stop it from jumping around, getting beat up when you're hitting those 3 to 4 footers out there, or even smaller stuff. All that kind of stuff takes a toll on that bracket as well as your trolling motor. So what we're going to do is we're going to install this thing, the T-H Marine Troll Tamer. We'll get it all set up and show you how it works. All right, let's get going. All right, the first step you're going to do is you're going to want to take off your trolling motor. It's not completely necessary, but it's going to give you more room to work with. You want to go ahead and you want to get yourself a 1/2 inch or 7/16 inch drill bit. What this is going to be for is you're actually going to be drilling your trolling motor bracket so that reinforcer or that nut can drop on through into the lock position as we go. On most motors, you're going to want to drill this hole about 1.5 to 2 inches down the bracket. When I say down the bracket, I'm talking about from where the motor would be downwards in that direction. On mine, I'm going to go a little bit lower because I'm adjusting it for my Minn Kota edge. It's a little different setup. So we're going to go ahead and get this hole drilled, and let's get along here. Now that we have our hole drilled right here, what we're going to need to do is go ahead and set up the troll tamer and get this bracket reinforcer lined up so we can mount the lock on the deck of the boat. So let's go ahead, real simple. All you're going to do is unscrew it and slide her on through. Now that we got the reinforcing bracket nut all set up, we're going to go ahead and pull it back. And basically what we're going to do here is we're going to line up where the lock should actually go. So let me grab this lock right here. This is going to be the locking mechanism that locks down the motor. So you're just going to slide it right over there. Kind of see where she sits. The kit comes with 3 screws. They're basically sheet metal style screws. What you're going to need to do is get a 3/32 inch drill bit, and that's what's going to go ahead and drill your tap or your guiding holes for your screws. So I'm going to grab a marker here, mark this off, and then get these screws going and finish up setting this thing up. So we've got 1 screw locking this locking mechanism down. Just a couple notes that you really want to pay attention to. Firstly, when you're lining the locking mechanism up, make sure that the locking bar is perpendicular. So that means it kind of intersects with your trolling motor bracket. You want that because that locking mechanism is a forward-facing type mechanism, and it's going to work best and lock in right when you drop the trolling motor in if it's perpendicular and lined up with that trolling motor. The other thing too you want to remember when you're putting in the locking mechanism, as with anything that has to meet and line up with something, it can be a little bit tricky. So you want to make sure you only drop 1 screw through it, and then you want to double check and make sure that she locks right in just like that. You can see she drops back, locks in, and she's set in there real nice. So now that we see that that's all right, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll take a look at what she looks like and how she behaves when we're all done. So we're all set up and ready to go. We mounted the last 2 of our screws into the locking mechanism. As you can see, it's real simple but real solid. just slides forward to release, and then it's spring loaded, so it's going to lock automatically when you bring the trolling motor back. So let's take a look at how the final installation looks. I'm kind of excited to see, because the trolling motor was bouncing around quite a bit before, and it was really kind of taking a toll on the mount. We've had some kind of nasty weather, so I'm hoping this is going to solve my problem. So let's take a look. So she drops straight down. Gotta make sure it's unlocked, and drops right on in. It locks. I guess the final touch we're gonna have to put on this thing, there's two nuts right here that are on the spindle or the reinforcing bracket. And what you're gonna wanna do, once you have everything set up, these are the adjusters or the lockers for how long that screw or that bolt in there is gonna be. So we just wanna go ahead and tighten those up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a wrench and make sure they're locked down solid. But let's see here. She ain't shaking no more, man. That's kind of nice. That's gonna be really nice when I'm bouncing around on 3-foot rollers. So this is the T-H Marine Troll Tamer. It's really gonna save some life on your trolling motor mount, as well as the motor. I mean, when they're getting bounced around that much, it's no good for the electronics and the board that's in there. It automatically locks in when you drop it down. Real simple to install, real solid, real affordable, especially when you think about how much time, how much annoyance it's going to save you with your trolling motor. T-H Marine Troll Tamer. Grab you one at Boat-Tec.